Shorty Peters, he shouldn't have stood up because somebody's going to wake up in a second that there's no one on here.
He'll steal a march, but gets out of here quick, won't he? But where's the other Corio boy? That's what I'm interested
I think he's on the outer side wing, is he? Is there two players standing over there?
Looks to be an additional one over there, yeah. So,
well, now he's running to the forward line, Troy Gundry.
So they're going to, each side are going to have a go at a loose player up forward.
Yeah.
So it's whoever gets the centre break is going to be important at the start of this last quarter.
Well, it's Marty DeLang in the middle. It's Shea Walker in the middle for Corio. They've moved him, Troy Gundry, now running down towards the forward line. The umpire holds the ball loft. It's 15-9-99 Corio, East Geelong 5-8-38 at the start of the final term. They've found him now. David Roach has gone to pick him up as DeLang gets the tap down towards Gunn and Buckingham in there as well. Buckingham tries to ride the bump from O'Toole. Gets the ball free towards Gunn again, who can't pick it up. Bigham can't either. Now it comes towards Matty Cullen. Eugene Marcus off the ground, can't take it with him. O'Toole, Ricky runs through. Handball to Ricky Bigham. Handball to him, to Matty Cullen. Oh, he's surrounded now. He drops the footy and should, well, pay to push in the back. No, I think it's a push in the back to Matt Cullen. It is on centre wing. Switches play into the middle. Kelvin Keating, free, takes the mark. Now he plays on. Oh, that kicks pretty high. And, well, they backed themselves there, Miles and also Hobbs. Miles does well to go back and try and get the footy away. And held to him, said the umpire. It's at half forward for Corio.
What a terrible kick from Keating, Laurie. You talked about Shea Walker's before. That was nearly as bad.
Yeah, equally as bad.
So ball up at half forward for Corio. Walker stands his ground, gets it back towards Mark O'Toole, shuffles it out quickly towards Lee Clifford. His kick is also up and under a little bit. Damien Williams is able to stand there and take the mark. Wants to switch play to Dale Purcell. Ricky Lazarick makes up a bit of ground, but he takes the mark. Now running off Phil Gunn. Purcell kicks in that direction. Good kick too. And Gunn takes the mark. Plays on now at half back. Grandstand side. Murray. Have to be a good kick there. Roach in front takes the mark. Good mark, David Roach. Switches play again. Back into the middle. Matty Cullen takes the mark and plays on. Wants to get on that favoured left boot. Does so now. Back towards half forward. And it's a good kick too and finds Troy Gundry at half forward for Corio.
Final score AFL, Carlton 19-11-125, Richmond 7-10-52. So the Hawks get a game in the finals.
Lazarick around the corner with the right boot. Deep into attack, looking for goal. And, well, is it still in play? It is. Gibson kicks it off the ground. He's nearly behind, but he got it towards Purcell. Handball back to Gibson. Has to be a quick kick. Goes towards Stefanowski and O'Toole. Stefanowski stands his ground. Ricky O'Toole, oh, fantastic. Gets away the Whitley medalist and runs inboard. Goes with the right boot. Long towards goal. Barry O'Toole in front. Over the top and through for one behind. So they go to 15-10-100 now, Corio. East Geelong 5-8-38. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, and we've been playing 2.5 minutes in the final term.
So Geelong's opponent next week will be Hawthorn, probably Friday night, I believe.
Kick in by Dale Purcell. Finds Parisi, gives it back to Purcell. It kept running, goes wide, looking for Buckingham, but in front Bowman. Buckingham makes up the ground and showed a turn of speed there because Bowman's not the slowest bloke on the ground.
I reckon Bowman was going half pace.
And saw it over the boundary line for a throw in.
He can run, that kid.
Boundary throw in now.
I'm telling you something, if the Corio drop out of this final race, if he's their grand final day, I've got my money on him.
For the grand final sprint.
Bowman, yes.
Well, by hand now towards Bigham. Davey Bigham goes wide, kick into the car park, and it will be a free kick to Parisi in the last line defence for East. In fact, it's coming back a bit further, is it? Well, no, he just chips it over the top, does he? It's Gibson. No, it's coming back all the way. It's a free kick to Duncan Miles. I didn't see what that was for.
Well, the umpire knew.
You can ask him after the game, Eric.
He's about the only bloke on the ground that knew. Well, that's Miles for East Geelong. Well, he's the skill level's sort of a bit ordinary at the moment because Miles has kicked the out of bounds on the full also.
What's the reason for this, Eric? There's not a lot of pressure out there right now, and there's no wind, so
a few
I can't
tired boys, I think.
Yeah, I think the big ground's starting to take its toll, Laurie.
Yep, probably.
Up high there, mark not taken. Ball comes to ground. Umpire's blown the whistle. He's 30 metres away from the play, and he's just pointing instead of going in and telling the players what it's all about. But it's a free kick to East Geelong. I'm not quite sure who's going to receive it. Is it Gibson?
Duncan
No,
Miles.
it's gone back to Miles. So Miles gets the free kick, half-back flank for East Geelong. 4 minutes gone, final quarter. Behind to Corio, the only score so far in the quarter. Good lead there from Shane Hayes. Takes the mark on centre wing for the East Geelong side. Now he plays on. Player running down is O'Connor. O'Connor takes on the half forward, but they're chipping the ball instead of going long. O'Connor goes a bit longer this time, looking for Hill at full forward, but in defence there is Roach and Bingham. Bingham across there to Eldridge. Eldridge there for Corio, goes to centre wing, the lead. That's a fine lead. That's from
Bingham.
Bingham.
Yep.
Bingham.
Yep.
Kicks to the centre. Well, Clifford, well, he backed himself, takes the mark. Now, he tries to bounce it in the sand. It doesn't come up to him. Now he tries to draw the player, so he's going to have to chip it. The player didn't come to him, but he's found a teammate in Lazarick at centre half forward. Almost could have been 50 there. Players getting tangled up. Lazarick now, the lead is at full forward. Well, the lead wasn't even there. Keating just ran into the hole that's always there in front of the full forward and not tagged at all. I don't know where his man was. And Keating now has taken the mark. So the opportunity, he's kicked one so far today. He's within 50. Dale Purcell standing the mark. Will take a good kick. In he moves. And it's not a bad looking kick at all, actually. If it's got the distance, that's a fine goal. So if the game wasn't over before, that's certainly the nail in the coffin. Second goal for Keating. And on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 16-10-106 Corio. They lead East 5-8-38, and that's 6 minutes, last quarter.
I'll tell you a funny story. Mark O'Toole was standing in the pocket.
Yes, I saw that.
And he was screaming for the footy, thinking that Kelvin Keating probably wouldn't make the distance. Anyway, he kicked the goal. Mark O'Toole's thrown the head back and gone, oh no, I can't believe it. and then clapped him all the way back to the middle. So he's shown Sharky a thing or two about his kicking style, I think. Back in the middle, DeLang and Walker. Walker gets it down only as far as Mark Buckingham. He gets the kick away, but it might be that goal kicker. There he is, Kel Keating. Oh, he played on, did he? Yes, he did, to the umpire.
How can he come from behind the
O'Connor,
mark?
handball to Shorty Peters. He's kicked three. He was off the ground in the third quarter. I don't know why, because Shorty's going to waltz in.
Put down your
his
glasses.
Fourth goal, David Peters. So the quick reply, Perez 6-8-44 they go to Corio. 16-10-106 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 6.5 minutes played.
It just makes you wonder. A couple of players just queried the umpire, and I think he acknowledged he made a blue.
Oh. You're joking, really?
Well, but they accepted the...
oh, that's good.
So, you can't...
He did come from behind.
You can't ping a player for that. It's like you...
that's usually 50 sometimes, isn't it?
Normally,
if you come from sort of...
Yeah, I would have thought
behind,
it was, actually.
Yeah.
All right, ball in the middle once again. Walker gets the tap down ahead there of DeLang. O'Connor in the middle of the ground, but Lazarick from Corio. He kicks it along the ground. There's the pace of Bowman. Gets into Shepherd for Lazarick. Picks it up. Drives it towards half forward. But, over the top there of Stefanovski. Picked up by Barry O'Toole. Hooks it back to the goal square. Mark O'Toole is furiously chasing it, but can't run it down before it eludes him through for a behind. So, a behind to Corio. 16-11-107 Corio. 6-8-44 East Geelong on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. 8 minutes, final quarter.
Stefanovski from fullback to do the kicking in for East. We see Matthew McNamara off and Matty King on. Stefanovski goes towards Buckingham, off hands Hobbs, breaks free from Bowman, goes to the outside of the right boot, trying to get it towards centre wing, but Ricky O'Toole has picked it up. Just shows a few players a bit of skill that he's got. Kick around the corner, looking for a teammate running out. That's Lazarick, does well, attacks the footy, handball outboard, looking towards Bigham, handball over the top. And in fact, that's Davey Bigham now. He got it from Gundry. And little kick around the corner towards Clinton Eldridge, under pressure. Kicks high, Davey Bigham tries to keep it in. Was it out of bounds on the full? Yes, it was. And it will be a free kick to East Geelong, in between the back pocket and the half-back flank. Stefanovski goes towards Dan O'Connor, who takes the mark, held up by Matty Cullen at half-back. Leads on by David Peters. Good kick, O'Connor, right to the middle of the ground. Now Dave Peters. Scott Hayes calling for it at centre half forward, and also Andy Hill. He goes in that direction towards Hill. Also Buckingham. They all go up. They need a rover at the front. They've got one, but he can't pick it up. That's Gunn. Tried to give it back towards Hill. He's over on top of it now. O'Connor as well. Got his hand free. Got it back to Hill. Short little kick, but it's all Corio. They can raffle it. Matty King will shepherd for Carl O'Toole. He's got Mark O'Toole wide, so he goes in that direction now. Sharky has to make a bit of ground, but does it pretty easy. And thought about playing on, had nothing to kick to, so he just goes back. Now he goes on his right boot, back inboard to Ricky Bigham. It's pretty easy. Ricky Bigham.
Terrible
kick, but it's okay. Eldridge picks it up, does well. Goes past a couple of Eagles players. Short little kick chopped off by Marcus. Can handball back to Senjov, but elects to go himself. Handball out wide to the big man, DeLang. Does well. And Marty DeLang now on the right boot. Goes towards Nathan Murray. Good kick, and Murray takes the chest mark right in front of our commentary box at half forward. Goes now with the right foot kick towards Hill. Goes up. Can't take the mark. On hands and knees. Tried to shuffle it out to Buckham and Intervong. Intervong, can he finish it off? No, he can't. He misses it. And it is one behind to Kiao Intervong. So we go to 6-9-45 now, the Eagles. And Corio 16-11-107. And that is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
Ricky O'Toole does the kicking in and finds Ricky Bingham on half-back flank. His handball at inboard to King. King's tackled pretty high by Buckingham. Play on, said the umpire. And, great work, King. But the handball comes out to O'Connor. O'Connor over to Intervong. He's going to have another go. Eludes a tackle, and this is a better looking kick for goal, and it's right through the middle. The sting's gone out of the game though, and well, the East Geelong supporters are cheering, but there's not too much to cheer about. Goal to Kiao, Intervong, Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, East Geelong 7-9-51. They trail Corio 16-11-107, and we've been playing 11 minutes in the final quarter.
It's a long time since I've seen a lot of handballs just don't seem to find their targets. A handball to Matthew King there was a shocker. He couldn't find the handle on it. Next thing they lose control of the ball, and you know, that's not good.
It worries me. Some of the skill from Corio is under very little pressure is not too good.
Walker in the middle, got it down Senjov and Lazarick. Lazarick just breaks away and gives it away to Ricky O'Toole. He goes to the right boot, long towards Barry O'Toole.
It's pretty hard
it's easy
to
footy,
stop
isn't it?
that
Yeah,
sort of
you
stuff.
can't do anything. Barry O'Toole chips it over the top towards Clinton Eldridge, who peeled off, and he takes the mark uncontested. And it's pretty easy footy, isn't it, out of the middle, if Ricky O'Toole can get it straight down the throat of Barry O'Toole at full forward.
Yeah, but I mean, the skill of this guy, though, I mean, he doesn't, I mean, he's an example to the whole team.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the sort of thing they've got to aspire to. And how many targets did Ricky miss? He doesn't miss any.
No, hasn't today either.
So Clinton Eldridge, from only about 25 metres out, slide angle, and has just squeezed it in. Wasn't the best kick off the boot, but it is a goal to Clinton Eldridge, his first of the day. And they answer the challenge again, Corio, after that quick goal built by Kiao Intervong. It's their 17th. And they go to 17-11-113. They lead East Geelong 7-9-51 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 12 minutes played.
Jason, it just worries me a little. I don't know why it's happened. It seems to be coming in with the AFL umpires too. The field umpire runs up to within a metre of the goal umpire with two hands, says all clear. What is the reason for that, do you know?
Probably because they've got three umpires, I suppose, and he's
Yeah,
allowed to.
he's got to justify his position, have three umpires.
Back in the middle again, Ricky O'Toole gives it away to Rick Lazarick. His kick towards Mark O'Toole at centre half forward, uses the body beautifully. Does very well. Wants to just pip it over the top. Eldridge again, running free, and will take the mark.
It's almost a set play, isn't it, lately?
This time a bit far out to score, you would think. He's got Mark O'Toole creating a bit of space for him. Has he called play on? Yes, he has. I didn't think the umpire had heard it, but Matty Hobbs breaks free from the defence, goes towards Duncan Miles, who takes the mark.
Miles on half-back flank, goes back inboard. Dale Purcell on his own at centre half-back. Oh, goodness, he's handball to O'Connor. O'Connor over the top. He's got player running loose there. Marcus it was. And looks for Murray on half-forward. Off hands, it's come to Keating. Keating over the top to Bingham. Bingham to Cullen. Cullen, little chip pass. He's put his teammate in Gundry under a bit of pressure, but Gundry is equal to the task. Gets it over to Eldridge. Drop to mark and plays on. Gets a terrible looking kick, but Lazarick, good use of the body, allows Clifford to run in. He's had a pot shot at goal from, just veered after, so offline. Lee Clifford's second behind, and 17-12, 114 Corio. They lead East 7-9-51 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. 14 minutes final quarter. Laurie, see some of the players are now taking what the umpires are letting them to do. Saw Murray in front of us there, came in from behind the mark to tackle a player. So because they've got away with it once, they continue to do it.
Well, I suppose that's human nature, Eric. If you can get away with it, you'll try it again.
Yes. So ball at centre half forward. Clifford, well, he chipped it to centre half forward. The East Geelong defence really working overtime to try to keep some respectability in the game. And, well, a very poor tackle there on Walton from the East Geelong. Johnny Stefanowski, I thought he was going to really belt that ball away. But Walton of Corio at centre half forward, long kick toward the goal square. Big pack of players, they fly high. Clifford can't get the footy down. O'Connor at the front of the pack just bunts it along the ground and over the boundary line, 35 metres from the behind post. But it's all...
to say this thing's gone out of the game.
Absolutely.
The enthusiasm's gone now, I think.
Yes. Boundary throw in, Stefanowski from behind, and pretty close to the boundary line again. Quick kick out of the pack. I think it was out of bounds on the full. It is. It will be a free kick to East Geelong.
We've only got 4 players in the East Geelong forward line, forward of the centre. So I think they'll be getting a bit cold.
Yeah, I don't think they've got much hope of getting a goal when it comes this way, have they?
Certainly not.
Short kick by Gibson, finds Stefanowski, lead by Murray. He's going to go in that direction. Here in Bingham, 1-on-1. Murray in front. Oh, good mark, where he had to be, and he was. He had Marcus running on his outside, but he elects though to just go back and chip it over the top to Damien Williams. That's all right, finds him. Keep running, Eugene. You might get the footy. Oh, that's very close to the man on the mark wing. Lee Clifford was standing there, and Kelvin Keating might be able to chop it off. He does. At half forward for East.
Pretty poor delivery, wasn't it?
Pretty ordinary.
Now Keating, speaking of poor delivery, sets David Roach a bit of a task, but Roach is up to it. Handball over the top to Matty King. Oh, handball. That's okay in front of King. So they switch play to the outer side half-back flank. It's all right. And Bowman takes the mark. Short towards Davey Bigham. Handball back to Bowman. Oh, he's running now. The racehorse takes a bounce. Handball inboard to Clinton Eldridge. Stands there and turns around onto the right boot. Centres the ball towards Mark O'Toole at centre half forward, and he takes the grab. Plays on quickly. Gets the right foot kick. Wide. Good kick too. And saw out the corner of his eye.
Good running
saw
there
Michael Bowman. Yep.
It go. Eldridge had 2 options. Could have gone over to Eldridge. Now the umpire, what's he? Oh no, he's not going to allow that.
He's called time off. So it will have to come back.
But no, that was probably the best passage of play that we've had since half time.
Yes, he's a good little player, this guy. I think they should look for him a little bit with the 1 and the 2. He runs and he kicks the ball out, and they should look for him for another handball, and he can carry the ball just a little bit further.
That's not a real bad kick from young Bowman. It's gone right through the middle from nearly 50. That's just a sensational goal.
This guy's only 19 years of age as well, so he's going to learn a lot of that, and it's just one of the things I've seen today. They just haven't linked up with him again. He's been there waiting for the handball, but they've gone on with a probably kick around the corner and maybe just bring him in the game a little bit more. Well,
it really proves last week wasn't a flash in the pan. 18-12, 120 Corio. East Geelong 7-9, 51, 17 minutes final quarter on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Back in the middle, DeLang and Shea Walker to do the ruck work. The umpire might throw the ball up soon. He does now. And DeLang goes early. Walker gets it down. And coming through Lazary. Great little tap to Clinton Eldridge. Fantastic. And he goes towards Mark O'Toole. An easy footy again. Mark turns around and kicks the goal. Number 7 for Mark O'Toole. And 19th for Corio. They go to 19-12, 126. And they lead East Geelong 7-9, 51. That's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 18 minutes played.
I think East Geelong will be happy for a 20-minute last quarter, Laurie, wouldn't they?
I'm just thinking to myself, where's Mark O'Toole been? He kicked 6 in the first quarter. That's his 7th. He's worked fairly tirelessly, though. He's had a fair bit of the ball today, Mark. He kicked those 6 in the bit of a purple patch, but that was a handy goal.
It's a bit of a worry, though, Laurie. Like the pressure's right off now, and Corio are looking good, but they've struggled.
Yeah, no. Look, and I think if you're serious about the game and look at it in the right perspective, you've got a long way to go, Corio.
Ball back in the middle. Umpire with the footy once again. Walker and DeLang. Well, they both tap it the same way, which is towards the Corio goal. Intercepting there was Hobbs of East Geelong. Kicks it wide to centre wing. Oh, Bowman's going to win the foot race easily. Picks it up. Long handball to Ricky O'Toole. Ricky, he's tagged. He shrugs the tag off. Gets a handball across to his teammate coming through. The kicker's not so good. Straight into the arms of Johnny Stefanowski on half-back flank for East. Stefanowski kicks it back from whence it came. Through centre wing. Big pack of players there. Well, the umpires put a whistle on play. Players have got no idea who's going to get it. Who's it going to? It's Corio.
It's a holding decision.
And it looks like Shea Walker has been paid the free kick in the pack there. gets a handball over to Eldridge. Eldridge chips the ball out wide, and it's Roach way down on the half-forward flank. And he has taken the mark for Corio. Long kick now into centre half forward. Up high, Walton gets the ball to ground, but it's all East Geelong there. Hobbs kicks it back to centre wing. Oh, O'Connor, good use of the body, gets Walker out of the contest, runs onto the footy, drives along to the full forward position, Hill and King. King, oh, that's a great job. Eludes the tackle there of O'Connor and kicks it wide to the centre wing to Ricky O'Toole, who marks it just inside the boundary. He comes back to King, who's run on. So the ball inboard, and King now takes it on the left foot. He's kicked it straight to Zenjob, who nearly knocks the runner over. And, well, a terrible performance there by King, because the ball's ended up in the arms of Nathan Murray. And if it was a close game, Laurie, you'd be tearing your hair out if your coach was some of those skills, wouldn't you?
Oh, you'd be tears of blood if it was a grand final. You did something like that.
Oh, so Nathan Murray, 30 metres out, directly in front, game number 100, and has kicked a shocker. So
it's his first point.
He got it behind. Yes, Nathan Murray. It's a bit disappointing. He probably deserved the goal. He's tried very hard all day, certainly. 7-10, 52 East Geelong. They trail Corio 19-12, 126 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, and it's 20 and a half minutes in the final quarter.
Kick in came to Davey Bigham. He goes short to Kelvin Keating in the right back pocket. Shea Walker calls for the footy, but he elects to go towards Mark O'Toole. Marcus against him. Dan O'Connor's there as well. Handball back 40 metres to Matty Hobbs. Standing start. His kick's absolutely woeful. And Davey Bigham just defensively punches it towards Walker. Can't take it with him. Purcell over the top of the footy. Can't take it with him. Ricky O'Toole tried to. Held on to a little bit too long. Didn't get a free kick. Now it comes through for Shea Walker. His handball misses its target. Shane Hayes runs away at 50 and goes long towards Hill and King. And Hill, good punch away by Matty King. Good defensive play again. Hill surrounded. Bigham's against him as well. Short little kick back towards Peters. Kick off the ground by Bigham was good and went to Carl O'Toole. Handball to Matty King, running out of defensive 50. Goes long towards centre wing. Bowman, off he goes. Look at that, the racehorse takes one bounce and runs, takes two. Keeps going, he can get past, takes three. He's at half forward. He gets a good shepherd. Now he was indecisive about where he's going to kick, so he just kicks long. Clifford and Barry O'Toole's there. They can handball it over the top, can they? Lee Clifford says, are they playing games? And Lee Clifford kicks the goal. He was going to handball. John Stefanovski, Damien Williams didn't know whether to go or stay. They ended up staying, and Lee Clifford kicked the goal instead.
I think he probably made the right choice.
He did in the end, I think
that handball, John might have interfered with that.
20 goals, 12, 132 Corio. They lead East Geelong 7-10-52, and that is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 22 minutes played.
Anyone coming to the game and looking for a potential player, young Bowman would have to come and note it, if only for his running in the last quarter when they've let him run.
Oh yeah, exactly that, Eric. Yeah, he's an exciting player, isn't he? And how would you like that at speed?
He controlled the footy with his bouncing while he was running at top pace. That was the good part about it. From the throw up in the middle, Ricky O'Toole's infringed. He's pushed Keo Interbong in the middle of the back, and the umpire has paid the free kick. Interbong now of East. In the centre circle, plays on now, and kicks it very high. Hill in the good position, can't take the mark. Lazarick can't. Hill following through. Handball to Marcus. Marcus now off one step, looks for Murray, and Murray on half forward flank has taken the mark. So another opportunity for the goal, and
in his 100th game it'd be just to kick one here, Eric, wouldn't it?
Yes. Well, I think if
he presented himself pretty well all day.
Yeah, he's tried pretty hard. If he doesn't kick the goal, Shorty Peters will have a bit to say, because I'm sure he was next in line to mark it. And well, it's a fairly ordinary kick, and I think a good bit of body shepherding by who was that? Williams up in the goal square, or Ferguson. So a goal to Nathan Murray, and at least perhaps that might be a good part to remember your 100th game for, kicking a goal. 8-10-58 East Geelong. They trail Corio 20-12-132 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. 24 minutes gone, and I think there's a lot of players out there, Laurie, was wishing it was 34.
Yeah, I was just thinking, take that a little bit further. He'd probably be thinking, well, I kicked the goal. I mean, in the worst game we ever played in.
back in the middle. Hayes and Walker. Walker gets up there and gets it down, but Intervong runs away and takes a bounce. Coming at him was Carlo Tully. Got around him. Takes another bounce. He's at 50. Kick the goal, Cow. Goes long towards the square. 2-on-1. Good mark. Mark Senjov kicks the goal. So Senjov kicks his second.
No. He's paid a free kick.
Oh, just a minute. How do we do this? Where's the white out?
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Mark Senjov can't believe it.
He can't believe it.
I'm not going to comment. Well, away we go. Corio through Bingham. He kicks it straight down the middle of the ground and has found Cullen at centre half back. Plays on now quickly. Murray trying to run him down. Good shepherding there for the Corio side. Well, Cullen's got himself into more trouble than the Cook's Traveller here because, well, Corio really mucking it around. Eldridge has put it down. They deserve to lose that. Murray, handball to O'Connor. That's a shocking handball. Gee, it's a comet of errors at the moment. Finally, it goes to Walton. He gets to Walker in the centre of the ground. Handball over to Bowman. Bowman has, is that
Carlo Toole.
Carlo Toole running, kicks it to full forward. Over the top there of Barry O'Toole. Stefanovski, wild handball out wide to Gibson. Gibson chips it over the top looking for Marcos. Coming in late was Lazaric. Affects the spoil. But, well, the umpire's put a whistle on play from 45 metres away and has paid the free kick to Marcus of East Geelong. Ferguson coming in strongly on centre wing for East Geelong has taken the mark. Puts it high towards the centre half forward position. Murray in good position. Takes a strong mark under pretty spirited opposition there from Ricky Bingham. Murray now sees player loose on half forward. It is Hill. Hill off one step has a pot shot for goal. He's going to land it in the goal square. And coming through, O'Connor can't pick it up, unfortunately. And again, Corio are going to clear it out. Ricky O'Toole, long handball to the head of the square. And coming away is Carlo Toole. He sees Cullen in the middle. Cullen, he's mucked it around a bit lately. That's better. Nice little chip to Clifford. Clifford, terrible kick, but in fact, Gibson intercepts at half back. And if Clifford's probably worst downfall today, it's been his delivery, Laurie. He,
it's been very ordinary.
Gets the ball pretty well. At half back, it's Darren McNamara. He finds his teammate there in Walton. He tries to elude Stefanovski. He can't. And the umpire's pinged him for holding the ball. He's handballed the ball away. And the umpire's pinged him for holding the ball. I can't believe that. However, I suppose it's been there all day. And East Geelong now back to centre half back. Taken by Hobbs. Hobbs goes to centre wing. In front there is Buckingham. He can't get the footy. He's got some support there from Miles. Miles on the left foot. Goes to half forward. And Fergie takes the mark on 50. So Ferguson of East Geelong, away he goes. He's going to have a kick from there. It's a long kick going to land in the goal square. And, well, Hill can't take it. Senjov, can he get a goal this time? No, they bundled him through for a behind.
There's enough down there to raffle it.
Yes, that's a force behind to the East Geelong side. 8:11:59. They trail Corio 20-12-132. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 27.5 minutes final quarter.
Kick in short, finds Ricky O'Toole in the right forward pocket. Now, kicks into Dave Peters. Ricky's turned to the umpire. Is he far enough back or what?
Ricky's. That says it all, I reckon.
Boundary throw in, right forward pocket, kicked to the man on the mark, Dave Peters. So it will be a boundary throw in. Now Walker from the side. Ferguson takes it out of the ruck, gives it to Cow Intervong, and
he
it was
saw it.
well, he didn't actually throw it; he just handed it to him.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to do that,
Okay,
Jason.
all right, free kick.
It was a nice bit of skill, but
It was if you're playing basketball.
28 minutes gone, the death nearly. And
some of these boys have just cast them all over the ground, Eric. They're very tired.
Yes.
Well, Phil Gunn's walked off with cramp in the leg, and there's a few other boys I think wouldn't mind it. Short kick to Bigham from Ricky O'Toole. Now Ricky Bigham,
Not allowed to do that.
half back, switches play. It's okay, finds Lee Clifford.
Got to be pretty precise, those kicks. No, now they're away.
Go to Clinton Eldridge on the opposite half-back flank. He goes towards centre wing, lead on by Troy Gundry. Good mark against Scott Gibson. And Troy Gundry's taken the mark on centre wing. Draws the player towards, and David Roach takes the mark. still on centre wing. Switches play back inboard towards Matty Cullen. Buckingham comes at him, so is Dan O'Connor, but Cullen does well. Handboard outboard. And back in towards Clinton Eldridge at 50. Goes along now towards Barry O'Toole. And over the head of he and his opponent in Parisi, Barry O'Toole gets a good shepherd from Mark. Now can he kick it as he gets slung? He can, but only as far as the last line of defence. And I think that might be Duncan Miles down there. It is. He goes wide towards Senjov, who takes the mark. Now Senjov plays on quickly, sees Buckingham on a lead, goes in that direction. Kelvin Keating makes up a lot of ground to spoil. John Stefanowski on centre wing does well to back up and go long towards Murray again. He goes up, can't take the mark. Bigham did well up against Peters and also Gundry. Intervong does very well, gets a shepherd from Murray. Intervong now just tries to pop it up to DeLang, and he does well. May DeLang takes the mark 45 metres out. He's got O'Connor and Peters short, but he elects though to go long and towards Hill. Hill takes the mark in the square and thought about playing, but he hasn't, and it will go back and take his kick from a couple of metres out for a goal to him. So Andrew Hill, 45-degree angle, 2 metres out. Couldn't miss, could he, Laurie?
No, not at all.
So I'm marking it down, am I?
Yeah, I've got it in.
Andrew Hill.
He's a back man.
Yeah.
Comes in and kicks the goal.
He's had a pretty tough day. Initiation of the game wasn't too good today, but
well, that is the siren too for full time. So 9:11:65 they finish East Geelong. 2012 132 Corio in that final quarter. 5 goals 3 for Corio and 4 goals 3 for East Geelong. And in the end, goal kickers for Mark O'Toole for Corio. Mark O'Toole 7, Barry O'Toole 4, and 2 each to Kelvin Keating and Dave Bigham. Singles to Michael Bowman, Ricky O'Toole, Clinton Eldridge, David Roach and Lee Clifford. While for East Geelong, 4 to David Peters, and singles to Duncan Miles, Mark Senjov, Nathan Murray, Kiao Intervong and Andrew Hill. But in the end it was Corio 2012 132, but defeated East Geelong 9:11:65. We'll take a break.